How's it going, everyone? Star here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Aim to be a Pokemon Master episode review. If you missed last week's episode, well, don't worry too much, because you didn't really miss much. It wasn't the best episode, it was all about a bear tick. Yeah, not the greatest episode. However, this week's episode is a lot better. So without further ado, let's jump into today's episode review. So the episode opens up with Brock, Ash and Misty walking through a town, and they see a poster for a show about the Squirtle Squad. Ash immediately brings out his Bulbasaur and Charizard, so they get to watch the show because if you remember, Ash travelled with Bulbasaur, Charizard, Pikachu and Squirtle all at the same time in the original anime. So it's good to see bringing out these two Pokemon so they get to watch the show as well. We find out Team Rocket are also in this episode after they missed last week's episode, and they are selling merchandise or gifts about the Squirtle Squad. They are also the Squirtle Squad's managers in disguise. The show then starts and Team Rocket dress up as Team Blaze, and they basically use special effects to show off explosions, making the fire. The Squirtle Squad then arrive in their Power Rangers outfits and put out the fire. Towards the end of the show, they get to do a meet and greet. However, Ash, Brock and Misty got to the end of the queue, and Team Rocket cut off the point right before them. So it means that Ash, Brock and Misty couldn't meet the Squirtle Squad, and this made Squirtle very, very upset and very angry, as it's thinking that Ash basically just walked away from it and doesn't even say hello. Back at the Squirtle Squad's hotel, Ash, Brock and Misty try and barge their way in to meet the Squirtle Squad. However, Squirtle is not that happy with Ash, and everyone starts to fight. After Pikachu stepping in and basically electrocuting everybody in the building, Ash and the others leave Squirtle behind. Outside the hotel, Ash, Brock and Misty decide to get something to eat when Brock sees Officer Jenny, and of course he falls madly in love with her, wants to do everything he possibly can to woo over Officer Jenny. However, Krogunk and Misty step in to stop him. We then also learn that Team Rocket tried to catch a Hariyama, however it didn't really go well because they got shot in the sky, and the nets they were trying to use landed on a broken wire and caused a fire in a warehouse. Arriving at the warehouse, we can see that it is completely on fire and basically, in my opinion, unsavable, but the Squirtle Squad arrive in their Power Ranger outfits once more to try and put out this fire. Also, Ash and Misty try to help. Misty brings out a couple of her Pokemon, and Ash uses Pikachu to try and help to put out this fire. The Squirtle Squad realise that they need some more backup, they need more firepower, so they transform into their original outfits, in like the pirate type outfits as I call them, and start to use more powerful attacks to put out the fire. Also, Charizard and Bulbasaur help as well. Once the fire is put out, we then see that Latias is also watching invisible from above, like it seems to be doing every episode. And then towards the end of the episode, we saw that the Squirtle Squad were going back with the correct Officer Jenny as they got stolen by Team Rocket dressed up as the managers, and they're heading back to the next town, which means Ash has got to say goodbye to Squirtle once again. Once the Squirtle Squad leave with Officer Jenny, Ash then gets recognised as the champion as lots and lots of fans start to surround him asking for pictures and autographs, and that's basically where the episode ended. There we go, another episode done. Episode 5 now finished. There's only a couple episodes left, 6 episodes left I believe, because I believe there is 11 episodes, so 6 to go. And I thought this episode was pretty good. It's a lot better than last week's episode. There's just one point I really want to talk about, and that was obviously the Squirtle Squad and Squirtle. Can I just say it was really, really good to see the Squirtle Squad back. I mean, it's been forever. It was good to see that Bulbasaur, Charizard and Squirtle were all interacting each other. The Power Ranger outfits wasn't too much of a fan of. It reminded me a bit, obviously, of the Power Rangers, but also when Ash was in Alola and they all dressed up as the Ultra Guardians to take down the Ultra Beasts, and they all dressed up in these Power Ranger outfits then, remind me a lot of that. But it was good to see them transform into their original pirate outfit. Another thing, it was good to see them still wearing the sunglasses. You know, how they all had the circle sunglasses, but Ash's Squirtle has the pointy ones. It was good to see them making a return as well. But yeah, what are my thoughts on this episode? I think I've got the rating I'm going to have to give it is a 10 out of 10. With my opinion, watch this episode. If you were a big fan of the original series and seeing Ash with his old Pokemon, then give it a watch because it was a pretty good episode. But there we go, they are my thoughts on this week's episode. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment description. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, lets me know that you want me to continue these, and finally subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you for watching, I'll see you next week with the next one.